From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Wednesday, March the 25th, 2020. Israel announced new measures this evening in light of the growing number of cases of the coronavirus in the country. The emergency regulations will go into effect this evening and last for 7 days, and include allowing people to only go out of their house about 100 yards unless it's to get groceries or medical care, etc. Public transportation has also been significantly reduced. And a ruling today from several Sephardic Orthodox rabbis in Israel allowing people to use electronic devices in order to conduct their Seders this Passover, when normally the usage is barred for the Sabbath and holidays. But 14 rabbis signed on to the special permission order stating that the coronavirus crisis has created an extreme situation that merits drawing on special leniencies in Jewish law. They wrote, just as it is permissible for a non-critical patient to receive treatment on Shabbat in order to cure him of illness, such is the case here. They said using software such as Zoom helped fulfill a mitzvah for families to celebrate the Passover holiday together. The rabbis stressed it's clear to everyone that the ruling is for a time of emergency only. Ashkenazi chief rabbi in Israel, David Lau, criticized the ruling, calling it irresponsible and beyond ridiculous. Rabbi Seth Farber, who heads the Modern Orthodox Etim organization in Israel, which tries to get Israel's rabbinate to be more responsive to public needs, told the Times of Israel the ruling was correct. He said this shows halachic leadership in extraordinary times and demonstrates that halacha sanctifies life. Israel's Speaker of the Knesset, Yuli Edelstein, announced today that he would step down from his post in response to Israel's High Court, which ruled earlier this week that a vote presented by the Blue and White Party to try and replace Edelstein had to be allowed by today. Edelstein told the court, "I cannot carry out the ruling because it goes against my conscience." He said, "I'm not interested in defying the honorable court, but in light of its ruling, I feel that I was thrust into an impossible situation, and therefore I announce my resignation." Edelstein told Labor Party leader Amir Peretz that as the most senior member of the Knesset, he will serve as interim speaker when the resignation takes effect this Friday morning. The Knesset's legal advisor, meanwhile, Eyal Yinon, told Edelstein that his resignation did not free him from calling the vote today, and said that if Edelstein did not call the vote, he would be in contempt. Well, sadly, sharing with you several deaths from the coronavirus of Jewish leaders and figures of note. The Jewish Museum wrote that they were deeply saddened to learn about the passing of writer, curator, and historian Maurice Berger, who died Monday at the age of 63 due to complications related to COVID-19. Longtime Chabad emissary in Leeds, England, Rabbi Yehuda Yaakov Refson, died Sunday at the age of 73 from the virus, and Rabbi Avraham HaKohen Cohen, known as Romy, a Holocaust survivor and young partisan credited with helping to save dozens of people during the Holocaust, died at the age of 92 from the coronavirus this week, less than 2 months after delivering the opening prayer at the U.S. House of Representatives. Well, the IDF has now called off the joint drill we reported to you about yesterday with the U.S. military. The air defense drill was said to have been allowed because there would be no person-to-person contact, with all activity taking place in the air. The Times of Israel reports that the IDF said the U.S. requested the postponement of several days to sort out coordination issues. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Wednesday, March the 25th. At 7 o'clock, it's From the Aleph Bet at 7:35. Mark Golub hosts a new episode of Together During COVID-19. At 8, the challenges of creating an interfaith family. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with comic and writer H. Alan Scott, who grew up Mormon and later converted to Judaism. At 10, Martin Fletcher talks about his book Promised Land. And coming up right after this newscast, it's Thinking Out Loud. And that's the JBS News Update for Wednesday, March the 25th, 2020. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.